Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. We are back once again with another match. This is xFPS versus 1RPC. I am Gelos, your caster, joined here by Gretchen.
Hello.
Nice to see you come back and finally rejoin us. It's been lonely.
Me?
I've had to deal
Excuse
with
me?
an Italian this whole time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was busy playing Gelos. I was fragging out there. Did you see me? Did you see
I
me?
saw.
I got a whole 4 kills in one round.
Nice.
Yeah. And 10 revives, or I think 11 revives. It was amazing.
This match is going to be a fun one because this one is, well, here, let's just go right into the roster so we can actually explain these two teams. So, for the xFPS team, this is Bloody, Trax and Tease, Nipsel, Chippy, Knuckles, let's see here, Prodigal, Krog, Nate Kennedy, Rune Raven, Willie. What it's basically, it's a conglomeration of some of the Nipsel team, along with a lot of the, I believe it's the RPN team. Is that right? I believe that was the RPN team as well. So that's
RPN and Saltworks, kind of.
and Saltwork, yeah, just a little bit of both worlds. I'd say a little bit more on the RPN side probably, but still it's a good mix. And those are two teams you don't really think, to merge together, but that's what we have right here. It's just it's a weird mix, and I'm hoping it's going to be a kind of sweet and salty kind of style where it's something that's going to be really surprising and maybe very fun to watch. 1RPC, you know a little bit more about these guys than I do, I think, right?
1RPC is one of the oldest European competitive teams, and has traditionally been pretty successful in 12v12 as we played back then. With 2 more per team than we do now. And back in the day, they were very well known for their reviving. They were often called the necromancers because they just wouldn't die. They just kept getting up. They were sort of undead. And honestly, I've seen a few of them pop up in 6v6, of course, or other formats, but I haven't seen a 10v10 or 12v12 team from them in years. So I'm interested to see what we're gonna see, because I recognize some of these names from back in the day, but there's some new ones as well.
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned,
They
basically necromancers and a lot of res play, because that's a very important part of this format, and I feel like that's really.
They were definitely the pioneers in 12v12 for like putting the focus on revives.
Yeah, that's great to hear, because it is a very, very important part of this format. And let's talk a little bit about this map, which we'll go to that screen now. So this map is Bridgewater Shipping Yard. This is another one of those maps that if you've watched a lot of 6v6, you probably haven't seen too much of this map. This is one that's more suited, I would say, for the 12v12 crowd, 10v10 crowd. This is a map that has a big open area that you're seeing pan right by the side. A nice, sizable, kind of open ground alleyway here on this side, immediately coming up from the stairwell on this pan. And then on that left side, you see a warehouse, and that is usable by both teams, but only on the inside. You may not be on the roof. There's another pan there of the open courtyard. So this is a...
The match will start in 2 minutes. The match will start in 2 minutes.
This is a map that is going to be very, very important to stay by your medics and make sure your medics do not get out of cover. Because you can see, while cover is... It's not sparse. It is still somewhat unreliable because of how many interesting angles you can get. A lot of areas there on the back side where you can get head glitches, a lot of areas on the, I would say on the side alleyway there where you can just get a quick peek and you would not expect someone to be shooting you from. A lot of diagonal boxes, things like this. So gonna be interesting to see how this map plays out for both sides. Let's go ahead and put this right into the in-game screen. Let me make sure also we have everything working.
The point area kind of looks like a paintball field, doesn't it?
Yes, and in fact,
often the map is sometimes nicknamed paintball.
Yep. It is nicknamed paintball. A lot of people call it paintball. One more thing I do want to go over is who is actually playing for this particular match. For the xFPS team, we've got Krog, Erg, Brandus, Miter Fighter, Rune Raven, Traxon, Blackson, Chippy Wan, Pouch of Chaos, and Bloody Glitch for the 1RPC team.
1 minute.
Tizo, Analos, Massey, Marcassin, Oexton, Nero Oral, Excaliflone, Guaz, and French Life. So this is going to be a good match to watch. Let's go right back into the in-game screen here, get everything ready to go. We're going to be starting here in 1 minute. A couple of extra rules that it looks like we don't have to worry about because they've already put a giant wall. You're not allowed to shoot or spot down here on the back side, on the bottom side and on the back side. So not really too much to worry about for camping for those particular spots. The big camps are going to be right here on these stairwells potentially, where you're going to see teams kind of line up on these fences. Really make sure the opposite team cannot use the stairwell effectively because this is your main entrance. I'll be starting out watching the xFPS team.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Also, don't forget you can bet your Glumpy Gloops if you haven't already. My prediction might have already closed though.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what Goofs do.
Alright, so starting off with the xFPS team, I see at least 4 medics here, and a pretty decent amount of heavies, honestly. So kind of a heavier heavy strategy. Pardon the pun.
I only see 3 medics for 1RPC, which is probably a good idea on this map, honestly.
Maybe, yeah.
Because you can stay pretty close, so you kind of want to go harder on heavies. You can stay close together, sort of. The map's not that big.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about a mid-sized map for this particular format.
Yeah, but you can, like the warehouse area, like you're not gonna revive people over there, so if you're just playing around point, then you don't need that many medics.
Now, big slug match happening here on the back end near the entrance of this gate. So far, right now, 1RPC has the lead in cap time. They have actually taken out the majority of the xFPS players, and the xFPS players are now just kind of getting set back up to get a push going. Brenos goes down early, unfortunately. Chippy also going down on the side here. He's going to get picked back up fairly easily, though. Krog here, the bolt, going to get him back up and see if he can do any work. Gets a bolt off on that back end, gets Nero, but he goes, almost goes down, but he actually takes out a second medic instead. Gets picked right back up. Krog is actually doing a really good job. He's killing medic. He just killed a medic that was actually out in the open, so that medic would not be getting res otherwise.
One thing I should mention is 1RPC obviously are a group that plays live together a lot, so they should be very used to playing with one another. Whereas the xFPS team is kind of cobbled together, right? So they might not be as used to playing with each other, and I'm not sure how much practice they've done.
Yeah. Yeah, like we said, you know, it's not exactly a team you would expect to be mixing together and have a merge of, but you know, it does seem like they're doing okay at least right now. I mean, the frag power coming in from players like Krog, mixing with Snipsel's you know, sort of tried and true cohesion and good team play, does seem like a nice mix, at least on paper. Now we got 1RPC here wrapping around on the back end. They've got Higby Soska dead. See if they can get a push here going from the side angle. They're potentially going to get Bloody as well. Bloody goes down. Higby Soska trades out French Life. Yeah, but the medic coming right back up. Oh, but here comes a big push. They're going to get 2 medics for the price of 1 on that one. Oh, no, they actually lost that. Oh, and there he goes. He goes down anyway.
But it looks like xFPS is over-rotating for that, and the Resonate will bring them all back and distract them further. Yeah, that's a 1RPC clear.
All right, well, xFPS once again has a little bit of work to do. They got to get back up on this point, but at least they got some early time on that point. So now that 1RPC is taking back the point, they still have a few seconds here of breathing room, and they are definitely making good strides here. Higby Soska goes down early, but a medic coming in behind him. Rune Raven goes down, but
I have noticed that xFPS seems to play over alley a lot, and it's kind of working for them at the moment, but it's questionable to me. Just parking their bolt there for 1RPC could shut them down entirely.
Yeah, it definitely could, but of course.
But they haven't done that yet, so maybe, hopefully
don't fix what's
realize.
Not broken, I suppose, right now. If it continues to work, no need to change it. And you can see they are back on point. 3 minutes, 35 seconds until the cap is going to go through, potentially, assuming 1RPC can't get back on. But of course, you know, this is a decent team. They're going to go around on the back side. Very, very safe route way back here in the back. Oh my god, even further back into the I building.
Yeah, that I building, a lot of people don't realize that you can go into it, and it's quite a good head glitch into jungle.
Yeah, that's a super far push back there. Man, we've got Tizo in the back here on jungle. He's already gotten a kill off of Rune Raven. And another push here helps take out Traxon. Potentially going to get Blackson as well. He gets him. 3 kills there. Another push here by, is that Guaz? Guaz also gets Miter Fighter. So that is xFPS actually taken out of the back end entirely.
But these pushes are about to clash, like both teams are coming on point about the same time.
The thing about the 1RPC pushing and clearing out things like the jungle area back there is it hasn't had much of an effect on the point just yet, because their team seems to be losing the actual match inside the courtyard.
Yeah. Which I feel like they're playing to counter jungle, which is the thing you probably should do on this map, because it's the stronger position to retake from, but xFPS just isn't going there.
Yeah, they're really utilizing this alleyway, which is unexpected, entirely unexpected. It is absolutely something that 1RPC could be countering right now, but just not much is happening just yet. I'm sure they will figure this out, though. They're going to probably lock that down in some way.
You could park a bolt on your orange crate, you could have a heavy with a Gauss on warehouse. They have NC. They have the strongest faction for this format by far.
Yeah.
No, for this format, just having Gauss Sauce, having the GD7F, the GR22 and the Carnage. Or even the Reaper if you want to play a ranged medic. NC
really
is just
good,
the best
really
for
good
this
weapons
format.
on the NC faction there for all those classes that you definitely have to utilize.
Yeah. NC is just like, if you're not trying to get NC, you're doing it wrong.
Alright, so 1RPC back on point, but look at this. xFPS has been just going and clearing them back off very quickly over and over again, to the point where, you know, while 1RPC eventually does get back on, xFPS has way more time on that cap right now.
Ooh, Snipser is a good point. They might all be running resist shield to heavies. I'm not sure, I haven't been paying attention honestly. I know on Biz, I think everyone switched off resist again. As personally I predicted, resist was just a fad, but maybe some of these people are running it.
Well, I mean, you say fad, but I think a lot of people do like the resist shield, and they kind of wish that it would come back into meta.
I'm fucking glad it doesn't. But
I think those people specifically are the people that really just have a hard time with bolters a lot of time.
Maybe. And I can see why you would run it against a bolt specifically, but I just think overall it's a less fun playstyle for both sides.
Yeah, probably. Now, what I will say is 1RPC so far has had a really good time here. They've actually camped out xFPS a lot better here. Now starting on this
There's that alley push coming again. This time the bolt at least spots them.
He was in an interesting spot, but he did at least get a kill before going down. But
at least he got the spots off, so they know about them.
Exactly. He got those spots off, and he had some team members behind him to back him up. Now, the alleyway push is still happening, but you can see how much time 1RPC actually bought themselves with this particular strategy.
Still not, like, great, but a lot better than the last few times.
Yeah. Yeah, and there it goes, neutralized in the middle, too. So this is absolutely anybody's game at this point.
Show me what you're made
How much time's left, actually?
Right now we got 7 minutes left on the actual match. So there is time to cap.
Yeah.
Big push here by 1RPC. They've taken a lot of the xFPS guys here on the bottom side near warehouse. There's only
Big
one
xFPS just saw it just
top.
sprayed down 3 people that didn't even turn around. That was it was disgusting to watch.
And 1RPC getting back on point pretty well, but they've met with the bottom side there where Higby Soska again gets another kill.
Yeah, pretty good player. Pretty good player.
He's a good player right there. I don't know if you noticed.
Pandas has resist are cool, move slower. That's a pretty base bolter take.
One RPC back up the stairwell, so they're going to try another push here. Let's see if they go for a jungle push.
I hear a Vandal. Who's running the Vandal?
I think I heard that too, yeah. I think it's the medic in the middle, Chippy.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, that's it. That's a Vandal.
Oh, a nice push here on from jungle. Actually takes out 3 players, no deaths as they come around. Finally, one medic does go down, but they're already in a good spot. Brenos, however, has taken a double there, and the medic behind him can't really get to him as he's taking a lot of damage as well. Ooh, xFPS in a bit of a rough spot right now. One more player inside the orange crate. He's gotten a couple reses off, it looks like. But of course, one RPC has helped clear out a little bit, but still alive. xFPS coming back around, circling it. Brenos just walks by a medic completely, did not see him at all.
Wait. Why is Brenos not on the one RPC team?
No quit in a TR,
You know, you're asking questions.
Am I confusing my friendly outfits, or...?
Maybe.
Isn't Brenos one RPC? Someone help me out.
Listen, I claim to know nothing about anybody, so...
Yeah, we know.
Alright, so another push here on the back end of jungle. Once again, one RPC moving, looks like we got about 3 medics and a heavy here. One of them's going right in with his medic towards Orange Crate. He's got a very good flank here, in fact. He's got Miter Fighter already down, chasing out Chippy. Oh, but Chippy has actually looped him and come back around to get the res. And now a push back by xFPS means that they've cleared out one RPC on the actual courtyard. Jungle area looks like it's also completely clear. So xFPS holding on to point again.
Honestly, the like individual plays from xFPS have just been stronger.
Yes.
Both heavy, like both the killing from the heavies and the bold, but also the medics just like running around corners in a good fashion. Just playing smarter.
I see a question in chat. How many delay has? I'm assuming what you mean is how much time is on the stream delay. It's only about 15 seconds or so. So I just wanted to make sure that if somebody was watching the stream, they couldn't really get any kind of advantage out of it. But I still want to be able to read you guys' chats at the same time.
Pull it together.
Now, looks like xFPS is holding very well here. They're moving around constantly, too, to make sure that they can't get flanked. What's interesting to note is, despite the fact that one RPC has the option to, they are not using the grab lift in the back. They have elected entirely to use the stairwell and go around on the jungle side. I feel like that might be a bit of a mistake, because they could really be utilizing that alleyway in the front a lot more often if they just use that grab.
I feel like I've only seen 2 or 3 people play in Warehouse overall, and that seems like a waste. I think Warehouse isn't as strong anymore because you lost 2 people per team, and then putting people in Warehouse, they're quite far away from the point, they don't have that much impact and so on. But you still want to play someone there every now and then.
Now, this push by one RPC has gotten them back on point at least, but it does not mean that xFPS can't get back on this, and they still have enough time to cap as well. They just got to do this quickly. Miter Fighter getting some damage off in Orange Crate, going straight in. Oh, but he goes down as he pushes in. There's still lots of xFPS players here, though, that could get in on this point. They could still save this.
Honestly, they might cap this if they keep playing like this.
Minute 30, minute 20, I say. Until this cap goes through. What they have to do now is make sure that one RPC cannot touch this point. They can't even make it flash. It's super, super close right now.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I don't have the exact premise.
Yeah, it's about a minute and 45 seconds until this match is over, and a minute left until the cap goes through. So if they even make it flash, that could be enough of a delay to slow this down entirely. Especially if they get any time actually on the point, that would be it. And there will be no cap on the first half, but we'll see. 50 seconds left. One RPC doing some work on the back end right now. They're still circling around. Miter Fighter trying to get aggressive there, but he's going to go down. Their bolts are taking him out.
So for anyone that doesn't know, it is still, you still kind of want to win by cap if you can. Oh,
yes.
And they're not going to. It
Yep.
is.
It's
You
starting
can
to
think
flash
of it
now.
as a weak win for winning time and a strong win for winning by cap. And then if it's weak versus weak, you go to third round. If it's strong versus strong, you go to third round. And if it's weak versus strong, strong wins.
Ah, okay.
Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense actually. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's how it works. It's so confusing.
Listen, I've already had Goof try to explain the rules to me, but you know how my brain is.
It's basically pickups.
It's basically pickups. Okay. So where the rules don't matter.
Yeah, just pull a max ghost.
All right. It does look like one RPC was successful in at least stopping a strong cap from happening. Technically, it's still going to be xFPS with the first half win, but only a weak win, basically.
10,
What? What'd you
5,
say?
4,
It's a
3,
weak win.
2, 1.
Yeah, this is a
At
weak
the front,
win.
at the front.
There it is.
Weak win. Time win.
TR.
Time win. Yeah, that's a better term for it.
I do think weak is better.
Okay. I mean, I feel like that's clearer, right? All right, so that is the first half. xFPS coming out on top. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard for the actual kills and deaths, so we can see exactly how each team played. So both of these teams were actually really equal in terms of kills. They were very, very close to each other. So skill-wise, I'd say they're very they're very, very close to each other. So this has been a good match to watch, especially for that reason. Let's see. It looks like we've got Krog as top frag of the
Yeah,
game.
he was doing so much. I constantly
Yeah.
saw him all over, and he wasn't. You see a lot of bolts in his formats, just sort of sitting back and trying to pick off people, and he wasn't doing that at all. He was constantly pushing and in weird angles and just fragging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he did a phenomenal job. And you know, he's a very good kind of quick scoping bolter. You know, we saw him several times get rezzed, immediately get a kill the moment he was up. So very, very nice to see. The rest of these players all doing well as well. You can see just like how the squad comp was as well. 5 heavies on the xFPS team, 4 medics. Seems to be a really good balance for them. They didn't have to worry about an LA at all. But for the 1RPC team, they did have an LA, 4 heavies and 4 medics. And honestly, both teams' medic play was pretty decent. I'd say neither team really had medics that were just going, all in trying to get the kills. They were actually doing a good job at holding back a little bit and actually getting those reses off when they needed to. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Never mind. I
All right.
yeah. Yeah.
Got it. Understood. For the xFPS team, a few notable times, we saw those resonates come out, and because everybody was grouped up really well for the xFPS team, those resonates were able to hit like 3, 4, 5 people at a time. So that sort of squad cohesion does help quite a lot. Same goes for the 1RPC team, where you can see they had plenty of damage assists as well on their side, 137. So that again, that does imply a lot of sort of squad cohesion. We did see a little bit more splitting, I will say, by the 1RPC team than we did by the xFPS team, because the 1RPC team went a lot more often over into that jungle with only 2, 3 people maybe, but those flanks were really good. The problem was they kept losing the courtyard by the time the flank made it over there, so they're having a hard time actually getting full force on that point itself. I'm not sure what exactly is stopping them, but it did seem like that was the main issue for how they did their pushes. Okay. Now, do we have any subs? Doesn't look like anybody's answer. No! What banned Alistair? How dare you, Jack? My boy.
I got another stat from Halot. xFPS got 109 revives versus only 93 revives by 1RPC.
Ah, okay.
And the top reviver was Bloody with 48. That's almost half of his team's revives, Gelos.
That's a lot of revives. That's very interesting.
We played a 7v7 internal yesterday, and I got 70 revives into.
I mean, the medic play is
If
super
you
important for
if
this
you
format,
played
so,
if
yeah.
you I thought I did nothing else yesterday because I was so zoned out of the game and it was late for me and I was like, "Alright, I'll just revive
Just
people,
revive.
whatever." And if you focus on it, you can get stupid numbers of revives in this game. It's very funny.
You gotta do that, and you gotta put the little shield bubble down. You get dopamine pushed right into your brain every time you get the XP marks.
Hell yeah. And then you can tell everyone in the chat how you're farming.
I really wish.
Farming revives, guys.
I wish those shield bubbles were meta in some way. I wish there was just some way, like some team could figure out.
The SDM team using them, but I'm not sure it was useful. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
I just wish there was a way one team could just make it seem really useful. Just have Sand put the shield bubble down every now and again, and everybody will start using it maybe.
Yeah, Sane doesn't play medic.
Doesn't play medic yet.
Sane doesn't play medic. Doesn't have a shield. Can't play it. Unplayable.
It's got a shield bubble. It's basically the same thing.
Nah.
It's just as strong.
Imagine Sane loses to some heavy and then he rage quits the game forever and doesn't come back because he's like, "Fuck, I lost to some random 2K heavy." And
That
you know
sounds
Sane,
insane.
how he always gets so angry.
Very angry, very angry player, that one.
Yeah.
We do have another person that could change the meta for us, and that's Sabrowski. We need Sabrowski to really change the meta and make sure that we need to make sure he's using the shield bubbles.
And Sub is someone who innovates, not like Sane.
Yeah.
Sane won't change. Sane will just keep playing heavy with adrenaline shield for the rest of his life. But Sub is an innovator. Sub will bring the crossbow, Sub will bring the black hand, Sub will bring
And what
drifted
happens on the
jets.
next season? People start banning the crossbow and black hands because they're too
Yeah,
meta now.
and the drifted jetpacks, they're banned, Gelos. Check the rules. Okay, we do have substitutes actually.
very
We've
good,
got-
okay.
You think front will start 1 minute? You think front will start 1 minute?
We
Okay,
have
so-
Jamo coming for mine, Mida and Darkwind for Chippy, and Prodigal for Blackson.
Okay.
I don't know any of these people.
I know Chippy.
I know
I
Chippy,
remember
but I mean the people that are coming in.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
think I've heard of Prodigal before, but I
Yeah.
don't.
Which I mean, it's still doesn't mean too much here. I mean, you do.
Nah, I don't know anyone anymore. I'll be honest.
Well,
I
alright.
used to know a lot of people in the PS2 community. I don't fucking know anyone anymore. Like every time I see a new team, I'm like, who are these people? I feel
breaking
old,
news, by
Gelos.
the way, from the Yell chat, the McRib is back. Coming from
Like-
reporter on the ground, Trax and T.
Is that like a seasonal thing in the US?
20?
Yeah, it's the McRib season. It's well known.
I mean, you can just always get it here.
You can just always get a McRib.
Yeah, I'm pretty
People
sure.
go
I don't know.
crazy on the McRib.
I haven't gone there in like years, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start watching the
5,
xFPS
4,
team once again.
3,
See what we got for squad comp.
1. Second round starts. Second round starts.
All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 medics here still, so I'm sure it's the same lineup that we've got before. I'm sure they still got Krog on bolt, and the rest are heavies. Yep, looks like exactly that. So let's see how they push this time around. Looks like only Krog really going for alley push. The rest of them going straight for courtyard, not worrying about jungle at all. Rune Raven taking a lot of damage right off the bat. His shields are down, but he's got plenty of cover there. He can hold this out. Trax and T there for cover. Trax and T almost going down, but here's the flank by Guaz. Gets a double. Very nice job by Guaz.
That's a lot of dead people there. Ooh, there's a resonator, 2 resonates, and they're all back out.
And they're back
brief
down
moment.
once again. Guaz, again, just making sure that that lane is his. We do have Jarmo coming in, though. He does go down as soon as he pushes in. xFPS just barely kind of winning out the this courtyard, only because the bottom side did so well. The top side really did go to 1 RPC, but this bottom side really did falter quite a lot, unfortunately, for the 1 RPC team. So
They did a fine job holding it, but not good enough.
Yeah. And
It was okay.
aggressive players from the xFPS team really did sort of break that push a bit. Now we do have people coming in from the warehouse side though. Look at this. They might have heard us from the last half. They're starting to utilize this angle a little bit more. And this can be a sneaky route too. I don't think the way they're using it right now is quite the right way, but either way, they're at least starting to utilize this, and I think that might be the good move. They've already taken Brenos out. Let's see if they can get the medic as well. They have gotten the medic. So the backside is clear now for 1 RPC. They can start pushing in on the bottom end where the alley is. Bloody Glitch over here almost dead. No health left. There he goes. Rune Raven also down. 1 RPC taken out orange crate. We've only got a couple people left here
They
on
are in complete control.
Yep. Fantastic recovery
One
there.
RPC also playing exclusively almost over Ali, and I really don't get it. In my opinion, jungle is so much stronger to play over.
xFPS or 1RPC was?
1 RPC was now.
Yes.
This is xFPS was in last half.
Yeah. Now a big push here by the xFPS team. Medic tried to get a couple people up, but it looks like they went down immediately. He's back here, he's trying to get a couple more reses, and in fact he did. Bloody Glitch with a kill and then a res onto Krog. This is a great time for momentum. They're going to push right on a point, very likely get the clear. Look at how many players are pushing here.
Yeah,
Only Oral, I think, left back here in the back end. He's
I don't even know how he made it out, honestly.
Well, he's an invisible one-shot man. We'll go with that.
Yeah, but still though.
Now, he does have to be careful back here, because he has made himself exposed, but he got a little damage off at least. Oh, and Krog is there now. Krog has already gotten French life back there on the back end. Jarmo dying on the orange crate. Traxon also down. Here's a res here for Traxon to try and stall this push on jungle. French life already on courtyard. The push coming in from jungle is potentially going to clear them out, because they've already cleared out quite a few people out of courtyard.
And once you take that jungle box, it's so strong to play off.
Yep, there goes the last medic, I believe that was. Only a heavy's left now.
Which basically means you should
Very
go out.
likely, yeah. Usually, yes. And in fact, there goes Brenno's dying, and then a resonate coming out for the rest of the 1RPC team. Means they're getting back on point. Now, xFPS has done a good job so far at having early momentum, and then you can see it from the cap time. They've already got a full minute on there. 1RPC has to get back first.
Yeah, there's I feel like 1RPC is doing slightly better maybe in the second half.
It does feel
but
like
it's still xFPS like
shield bubble.
Being strong as
We do have a shield bubble in play, everybody. This is the time.
Oh, they've heard your prayers, Gelos.
Oh, but unfortunately that corner is getting completely wiped out there.
Remember when the shield bubble had like the big bubble visual?
Yes.
Yeah, they should bring that back. That was
was
great.
really hard to shoot through. For anybody
Yeah,
that
was
wasn't
amazing.
using high graphics, or anybody that wasn't using low graphic settings, that was a super difficult thing. It was basically like a smoke grenade at that point, but more effective
Okay,
because
Gelos.
at that time, smoke didn't work.
Guys, if you're not using low graphics, do you even care about shooting people?
I mean, some people, you know, they like to believe that you can do some things on high graphics.
Yeah, but those people are wrong, so why should we encourage them?
My bad, that's on me, I apologize.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad we could solve this issue.
We've done it again. Now a big push here by 1RPC going out onto jungle side. There is a lot of 1RPC here too, and they've already got the jungle box. They've got Erg. I don't know how many more medics are left here, but again, xFPS has done just a phenomenal job at getting pushed back, or getting the other team pushed back to the point where they can hold on to that cap even longer. And you know, 1RPC, while they're back on point now, they've really lost a lot of time. They just lost another 30 seconds on that particular run where they just got the cap back. Now, xFPS moving up very quickly. They've already lost Krog and Darkwinds, though. Prodigy trying to get Darkwinds back. But he's going to go right back down. But Traxon there. Oh, no, he goes down. Tizzo with a triple. Finally goes down to Bloody Glitch, who's going to get this res off on Traxon. Bloody Glitch doing it absolutely phenomenally well.
All of 1VC is just falling all over the map. Ali has basically already fallen.
And I believe that a lot of that has to do with Krog back there, who I'm sure is just bolting the hell out of them on those open lanes.
Yep.
Having a
Krog
super good bolter like that, no matter the map, is just always a boon.
Krog always just finds the entries as well. He finds the holes in the enemy line and just runs behind them, bolts them in the back on the side. It's
and
great.
Look at this, xFPS back on point. At least they're making it flash. I believe that 1RPC is going to continue to cap, but yes, they are. But they made it flash for just a little bit there, at least. Higby Soska with a double there. Not taking any damage either. Comes back with some help from Brenos, but here comes the Resne. They gotta be careful on their flank. Will French Life take it? He takes it. And he does get a kill. He gets Krog before going down. That's a great pick. Unfortunately for him.
I mean,
oh, but the medic picks
let's
him
see
right
for
back
how
up.
long. Yeah.
But Krog goes right back down. That was actually a really good pick then, because that also distracted a medic, got him killed, and Krog went right back down. Overall,
One PC actually kind of got in control right now.
little bit, yeah. And they're, yep, here it comes, the slow push onto the alleyway. But unfortunately, Tizo sort of ran right into enemy fire. He was able to make it out of that, but wasn't able to do anything other than that. Marcassin with the fly up and go over the fence strategy sort of worked out a little bit. At least it did distract.
Just the second ace shot, I'm pretty sure.
And here it goes, one RPC pushing a little bit more here.
Yeah, and
Raven
they've
going down
actually been
finally.
able to get some time back on this,
Yes.
like quite a bit. It's
Yeah.
getting close to center again, which is quite impressive because it looked like xFPS would even cap, honestly.
Yeah, xFPS doing a really good job at trying to get these recoveries, but one RPC just really has gotten their stride here on the second half.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, xFPS good on them for not really just giving territory super easily. They've really stalled quite a lot. But at the end of the day, one RPC really was pushing very hard there. And look at this, another flank by this medic, but he goes down.
Yeah,
I think
and
that
that's
was the last
xFPS
one
control
RPC.
again.
Yeah, last one RPC member. So that is xFPS getting set back up. If one RPC can recover quickly here, it might be fine. They have to start moving very, very fast.
Ooh, xFPS is actually kind of playing warehouse. That's at least, yeah, Episoska is playing warehouse.
Yeah.
Shutting down alley.
Oh, this bolter might be able to get a pick here. Oh, he kind of missed a few of his shots there, unfortunately.
Yeah. And most of one RPC are getting wiped out. This isn't looking good for them.
That alley kill would have been really good for them, but I don't, because that didn't happen. That I think Visoska's still up. He's holding down the alley right now.
Yeah.
What's that?
What?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will just ignore that.
All right, very good. Guaz here once again on jungle box. This is his favorite spot. You can see him come back up here over and over and over
It's such
again.
a good spot.
It is an insanely good spot.
Yeah.
Is that another shield bubble? That's another shield bubble. Let's go.
Let's go. But it's for the team that just got wiped,
Yeah.
so
But
that
at least
doesn't
they
really
had it.
matter.
At least they had
Yeah, true.
true
Would have gotten wiped a lot faster if they didn't have that shield bubble.
random hero noises. Alright, a push here by the xFPS team onto jungle. Darkwind's going in as a medic with the Terminus, though. It's a strong gun. Can he get one? No, he trades out instead, but because he didn't kill the medic, he's going to get right back up. Bloody Glitch on the back end over here. See if he can get a push going. He's got GSU 45, a little bit better for this close quarters kind of fight.
One
Might be able to
RPC is
get him.
almost wiped on point already.
Ooh. That's not good because the jungle area just got cleared out as well. So that's xFPS back on point. 4 minutes, 30 seconds
Tell me
left
what
until
you're
the
made of.
match is over. 3 minutes and 20 seconds until this cap goes through. So if they can get a full cap here, it would be good. If they can get a half cap, if they can get a weak cap, as we called it, I think that's still fine. But there's
I
still...
mean, yeah, then they won 2
Yeah,
rounds.
yeah, but I think we're still in a little bit of danger.
Yeah, still possible for one RPC to get a time cap, so a week cap, and then it would be a draw, or there's a third round. I'm not quite sure, honestly. Who knows at this point?
Rune Raven doing a push with his Kami. Can he get one? He gets some.
He does go down
Goes
in the
down
end, but there's
afterwards,
not
though.
many one RPC players left
Yeah,
here,
the xFPS
and
guys
they're
there to
wiped up.
clean back up. And here comes the medic to res everybody. Oh, but he goes down. Gotta get Bloody Glitch back up. He's your main medic right there. Infinite Fire Glitch, very good.
Oh, I don't see it. Might be just on your side.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's a weird client-side bug. Another push here on the 1RPC side, going towards jungle. We got quite a few going jungle, in fact.
That's good.
French Life going far
all their
backside.
successful retakes have been from jungle.
Erg goes down in crate, so does Dark Winds. Both of them going down to a single player off the side of jungle.
Oh, the Bolt is dead as well.
Yeah.
Down.
Oh, and another
French
one
Life
goes
frag
down. He gets a Kami kill off jungle box. But xFPS is still in this. They haven't all died. Here's a Resonade coming out, and that might be enough of a distraction for any player to actually do a flank, but I don't think there is anybody here to do a flank. Rune Raven still alive in the back over here, though. Look at this.
But he's all by himself.
Yeah, finally goes down, but
lost.
lots of time there on the point there for the xFPS team. At this point, I'm not sure if 1RPC can even get it to neutral in time. I'm not sure.
I think if they hold, like if they don't let xFPS back on point, they should be able to get a weak cap on this. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they can do that. That's a tough thing to ask.
Yeah, xFPS is already making moves up here on jungle side, and look, they've gone very far back too to make sure they can actually get jungle box cleared. xFPS takes out Guap. Dark Wind's making a push with the Terminus. I don't think he notices every enemy that's there, though. He's pulling back a little bit. Bloody Glitch to help clean up. Bloody Glitch going down. xFPS, can he get one? He gets one, two. And he's not even that hurt, too. He can actually get another one. He gets another. And a third. I'm sorry, fourth. A fifth. Beautiful job here by xFPS, just walking around and getting those kills. Cleared out quite a few people there. And of course, that I believe that can probably call it at that point.
Yeah. I don't think there's time to get it.
I think this will be an xFPS win, but still a really good job here by both sides. 1RPC, just overall, they got out aggression. I think the xFPS team just played so well aggressively.
I think their individual plays, like on an individual player level, there were just so many more smart plays that I saw from them.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Krog always finding the holes, just running behind them.
xFPS on just insane kill streaks, just doing so much work too. Was very, very good.
Many of the medics for xFPS were just constantly like juking all the enemy fire and still getting people back up. They were so good at that.
Bloody Glitch has been very impressive this whole match. He's getting kills on top of getting so many reses.
True.
He does go down right there, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's terrible, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, I take it all back. Bloody Glitch is off.
5,
Okay.
4,
Alright, never mind then.
3, 2, 1. End of match.
There it goes. All right, let's go ahead and put that on the scoreboard here so we can see all of our kills and deaths. Hold on. All right, so for the xFPS team, 433 kills, 1RPC 435 kills. Just so many kills this whole match. There was just no sort of lulls in the action, I'd say. Top frag of the game actually does go to, let's see here, I think it is, it's actually Pouch of Chaos. I thought it was going to be Krog for a moment there, but Pouch of Chaos did really, really well. 77 kills, 44 deaths. Phenomenal job overall there by him. And of course, we saw quite a few really strong plays by players such as, let me see if I can find him again. There he is, Bloody Glitch. You know, he wasn't the top frag, but he was a super important player because he got very important kills and he got reses off more often than I think any of his other medics did. Krog, another super important player, was able to get a lot of great kills in from very sneaky angles, like you said. Super, super important player there as well. And let's see.
I love Krog.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
He's our B-weight import.
So for the xFPS team, we do have Bloody Glitch here for the interview, and then for the 1RPC team, I actually don't know who's their captain. Do you know?
I'm assuming Gelos, right?
It'd be French Life.
French Life.
Okay.
if you want to give them a poke, Gretchen, let them know that we can do the interview. And let me talk a little bit about the 1RPC team stats. For them, it does look like their medics actually did do better in general, and especially in terms of frag power. They were able to get a lot more kills than the xFPS team. But at the end of the day, the xFPS team was able to actually get aggressive a lot more often, and they were able to get rezzed a lot more often, it seemed like, because the 1RPC team, they went around, say, on jungle, they got a lot of frags, but the xFPS team, they were able to get back up fairly quickly, and then continue that fight, and then, of course, their aggressive pushes just meant that if anybody was left inside a courtyard, they really did get punished. So we've got Bloody Glitch here for the xFPS team, French Life for the 1RPC team. First of all, congratulations, Bloody Glitch, for your win there. That was a very, very nice match to watch. I think you guys did a phenomenal job. Very aggressive sorts of plays, along with very smart plays and just individually very strong players. So props to you on that. And then the 1RPC guys, you guys, honestly, you did really, really well as well. Very sneaky jungle flanks a lot of the times, changing it up a bit. And I thought you guys just did a phenomenal job as well. So good on both of you guys. We have a couple of questions for each of you. Bloody Glitch, starting with you. What a weird merge of players, you guys. Let's start with that. It's a bit of an elephant in the room. Who came up with this merge idea?
So originally it was RPN. We play Emerald NC. Well, mostly VS, but we're technically NC. And I was leading a team. We had maybe 8 active players, but I realized at some point this is not working out. Like, we can't fill our roster with this. We need to do something in order to make our matches in full. So I decided, hey, I'll reach out to Snipsel. I know he's been talking about getting a Saltworks team going. And then from there is honestly up to him. He contacted everybody he could. We had Shrimp and a few other players at first. They left over time, but we also did bring in 4 of the Russians at once. So they are a huge addition. Logan, Higby, etc. But overall, we Nipsel just broadcasted it and they came. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, he blew the horn.
Yeah.
That's all you need. For the 1RPC guys coming into this tourney, I know you guys have a lot of experience in previous tourneys of this format. Is that right? And
yeah,
it does seem like you guys knew sort of how to play these out. Coming into this first match, what was the prep work like, and how did you really want the strategy to go for this particular match?
Yeah. So we were prepared for this map, particularly Bridgewater. It's one of the map we played the most, but yes, we have a lot of experience in 12v12, but there is also a lot of new players in our group, so it's always great to have new people. And we had strategies, but in the end, I think what worked out the most for xFPS was the fact that they were maybe a bit more aggressive, and when they pushed really hard and strong. Especially in the first side, they push long side, and they did a really great job. So, props to them.
Yeah, and you definitely did see a lot of that aggression come out into play for the xFPS team. Similar question actually to you then, Bloody Glitch, coming into this. You don't always expect, because I don't know really if you guys have too much scrim Masters style experience in this kind of specific format. I didn't expect you guys to do as well as you did, to be honest with you, because it's a hard one to sort of get your mindset into. So going into this, how was your prep work like?
Yeah, I don't believe we have too many players from Scrim Masters. I think Rune and Brenos played in them back then. We kind of had to build the team from the scratch, because in the first few weeks we had a lot of drama, a lot of shit we had to deal with, because you bring in so many different personalities, it does not merge. But over time, we persevered, and we removed players who are not doing well on the team. We added some players who worked well. Props to Chippy One, he's also from BUA. He's just very reliable. But we came in knowing that 1RPC would be probably our toughest match, rather than Gobs, of course. We played one RPC before in Watersons, and they absolutely manhandled us. So, the most nervous thing that was I was thinking about was that one RPC was NC, and I know there's not a lot of fashion differences, but those Gassas, especially with their higher ping, they really get you hard. So, but props to them, one RPC. I believe they had some different players last time we played them. I'm not sure what changes they made. I'm not sure if they helped us or hurt them, but whatever it did, we came through.
All right. Well, once again, congratulations to the xFPS team on your win for the group stage there. Really, really nice job to both teams. One RPC, you guys really did not slack at all. It was very, very nice to watch you guys come out and play as well. Incredible job. Next match is going to be, I believe it's TI versus HBG. I believe that's getting streamed by someone else that time.
Nope,
so
it is. No, it's not being streamed anymore, sadly.
okay.
So the next match that's being streamed, unless whoever was streaming took the name off the schedule, so I'm assuming it's not being streamed anymore. And then, so the next match that is being streamed is us two again in 3 hours? 3 hours and 15?
That looks right, yeah, and that one's going to be Gobs versus
and that
B-Way.
is Fiji was B-Way. I can't wait for that one.
Right,
The
yeah, that
clash
one's
of the
incredibly
Emerald, of the NA point hold outfits.
Yeah. All right, so that is going to be the end of the stream. Again, thank you guys both for coming out and playing. We look forward to seeing a lot more from both of you guys
Thank you.
in the future.
Yeah.
We'll go and end the stream there. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.